So welcome to the third vlog. We are just at the foothills of the Black Mountains. I've already travelled from, through Port Talbot, Neath and then Brenhaman to get here. I wasn't going to vlog all that because it's boring motorways and who wants to watch that? So we're going to travel along the Black Mountain roads up then through to the Usk Reservoir, and then we're going to take some tight country back roads then back down to Craig-y-Nos, where we'll probably end it there because you don't want to watch me travel all the way back. But yeah, let's get on with this third one, and then maybe I'll tell you a bit about myself along the way, the bike and how it rides. So let's get on with it. So as you can see, the roads have been recently resurfaced and it is extremely gravelly, so I'm going to take it nice and easy and just tootle along these roads. But I suppose now's the perfect time to tell you more about the bike and why I bought it, really. So I'm guessing that you already know that I ride a Honda GB350S. You know, in my 20 plus years of riding, I've ridden everything from sports bikes to adventure bikes, and I purchased this just wanting to get back to basics, really. I wanted something that wasn't necessarily, you know, had an abundance of power. I just wanted something that I could just tootle along these roads, enjoy the scenery, and I knew nothing was gonna, you know, creep up on me, no corners were gonna come too fast, electronics weren't gonna kick in and spoil my flow. It is just pure riding experience, and this bike just delivers that. You know, it does, regardless of what people say, you know, on other YouTube videos, this thing will happily sit at 70 miles an hour on the motorway, and probably with the wind behind you and a bit of a downward slope, probably even squeeze an 85, I reckon. But that is not what I bought it for. It was purely just to get out on an adventure and enjoy these roads that I'm so lucky to have on my doorstep. But you know, I bought this. I did buy this second hand. I did want a new one, but unfortunately they were sold out everywhere. And I was lucky enough to find this in North Wales, which is the other end to me. And you know, Conway Motors that I bought it from were super accommodating and delivered it down to me. But I mean, the reason why I bought it was because it had minimal mileage, and I mean minimal. It had all the accessories on, so the front cowl, the additional driving lights, the rear seat cowl, the bar end mirrors, beautiful exhaust that, you know, just suits this bike. The sound that comes out of it is phenomenal. You know, it is louder than it is fast, but I think it sounds absolutely fantastic. But yeah, it's just sheer joy to ride in it. It puts a smile on my face every time I jump on it, and I don't think a lot of bikes do that these days, to be honest. supporters of the channel to deliver. So my plan was not to speak on these videos at all. It was purely just to catalogue my own riding and where I've been, so I could look back on it. And it's I say it's surprising that people come and watch. I mean, people just come and watch a lot of crap these days for the sake of it, but I really do appreciate it. But you know, I'm just a mid 40-year-old guy from South Wales and just loves to get out and ride. And you know, I've been riding, like I said previously, for 20 plus years. I've worked for Ducati and Harley Davidson. I've been super lucky to ride some fantastic, beautiful, expensive bikes. And here I am on probably one of, you know, the cheapest, quote unquote big bike that there is, and I love it. You know, being lucky enough to live in South Wales, I've got all this on my doorstep. You know, I'm only a sort of a 30-40 minute jaunt on the motorway or a bit of town riding, and I'm in a place like this. And you know, in all my years of riding, I don't think I've explored it enough. I've done, you know, I've gone east, I've gone far west, but I've never explored like I have now. And I don't know if it's because I'm older and I just want to get out and look at these beautiful places where before it was about speed, give me speed, I just want to go fast, but now it's about going on an adventure and finding places and roads that are hard to come by and are hidden. So yeah, I'm just trying to deliver that for myself more than for you guys selfishly, but you know, the great thing is that you can just come along with me. But I owe a lot of it to the B-line. If you haven't got one, if you've never heard of one, the B-line is just at the bottom of my handlebars, which is basically a navigation system, which is minimal, which is what I wanted. I didn't want a phone stuck on my handlebars, because one, it just looks stupid and spoils the look of the bike, and two, I don't want it falling off and destroying an expensive phone. So I've invested in this B-line, and it's fantastic. It finds roads and places that I would never have dreamed of even looking or going down, and it takes me on some great roads, great adventures, and I owe a lot to it, to be honest. So yeah, I'm just gonna shut up now. You enjoy the rest of this video, but you know, if you've made it this far and you want to see me, you know, go places, or there's an idea in your head that I should go and visit somewhere, please drop it in the comments, and yeah, I'll endeavour to do my best to go and check it out. Until the next time, thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of this video, and I'll see you hopefully in vlog number 4. Ciao for now. So we've made it to Usk Reservoir. Plenty of canoeists are in the water, which I would like to join them right now because it is warm. But now people are starting to exit, so we're going to make a quick exit ourselves because I think the lorry driver is going to make a move soon and I do not want to be stuck behind him. So on to Craig-y-Nos we shall